Welcome everyone to New Hampshire, race number 8 of the Canadian Series. Ryan Butcher on pole for today's race.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there is your race command. The right field is rolling off. So our one and only race outside of Canada. We're here at New Hampshire, a very familiar place to everybody. So, after the race at Toronto, Parker Smith has easily retaken the points lead with his second win of the season with a 29-point lead over Joe Hill. Casey Nanico, third. Richie Hiroshi has jumped up to fourth. Michael Brown has dropped to fifth. So, championship still up for grabs here. Not over yet. Still got 3 races, including this one. We'll have 2 races in the US for next season. I think that'll be the only new track added. Here we go. Pace car is in. Here we go, getting ready to go green. Green flag is waving, and we're underway. Already 3 wide back there. Whoa, the 9 car has damage. Brad Chesson already has heavy damage in the front end. What happened? Wow. Well, Ryan Butcher in the 4 gets off to a good start, clears the outside line as they're side by side for a second. Hiroshi in the 12 car gonna take second place away from the 3, and he's clear. Here goes Cheston. He's now coming down pit road. Oh, he missed pit road. I was afraid he was gonna hit the pit wall head on, but luckily he didn't. So it's better to miss it. Wow, Brad Chesson already. What a horrible start to the race for the 9 team. Ryan Butcher runs a little high there, but he maintains the lead pretty well. The 12 car. And there's the 22, Chris Sang in the 3rd. They've gotten away from the pack a little bit. And the 4 rolls off the corner way better than the 12. Ease off the pressure here. And here comes the 22 looking low. Whoa, a little push, a little bump there from Sang. Nearly turns him around. And that would have been bad in front of the pack like that. Colin Cropley in the 18 in 4th place. Josh King sitting in 5th. Pulling away from the 12 car here. 12 car, Hiroshi went a little high. That cost him some time. He's now down to 6/10 of a second there. Looks like Cropley was going to make a pass on the 22. Got teammates right here, 22 Racing. And that number placement has got to be the weirdest one of all. Like it's pushed to the pushed up high, or not high, pushed forward, and it's like tucked in. I'm surprised that's even allowed. Sang goes way up to the top here. The 18 car on the bottom. Joe Hill in the 0 car in 5th place. Looking to gain some ground here. And the points, Parker Smith currently sitting all the way at the back in 23rd place. So where they run now will definitely eat a chunk off the 04 car's lead. But here comes Nathan Norman. He'll put Joe Hill down in another spot. He makes that pass easily. Almost a full second lead at the moment. 12 car just gained a tiny bit there, but not much. 3rd place, Cropley at 1.5 seconds back. So far, so good. No wrecks yet. We've come close, unless I want to count the 9 car, which is still on the racetrack. There he is. So we still need to try to go back and see what happened to the 9. Ryan Butcher enters this race 8th in the points. A victory would definitely jump him to the top, and he might have a chance at the championship. Enjoying the clean air for the 4 car. The 4 car is. Hiroshi was making a little bit of ground earlier, but then eventually fell back and is unable to catch that 4 car. Gonna need a caution here. Ryan Butcher's enjoying this though. He hopes that it stays green all the way through, because I don't think anyone can catch this 4 car. It's a slightly unusual track for the NASCAR, or for the Pinty's car, or for these Canadian cars. Yeah, they're basically just the same as a late model car, but with a... what's that word called again? I'll just say it's a different body style than your typical late models, as they slightly represent more of the Gen 4 cars in the old days. Or at least that's what some people say. We got some battles going on. Here comes the 24 looking to pass the 22. Nathan Norman slowly making some ground here. He has yet to score a top 10 finish. And right now that 24 car is looking good. Gets on the flat part there in the turn, but he should be able to get him here, and he does. Cropley now piling on the pressure here for the 12 car. Right on the back end. This is the biggest oval. Just by a little bit. You know, if you want to count out the fictional Lakeshore Speedway, yeah, this would be the biggest. They didn't run this race too long. I think they only did it for 2-3 years. Yeah, a little slow, these cars in real life, but in the game they use GNS physics, so they're very similar to the old Busch cars, or national cars, whatever you want to call them. Josh King in a 17, currently running in 5th place. Josh King so far, and there's that thing again. I thought I closed it. It's for the PS3 controller. Where is Josh King? Josh King sits 19th in the points. He has scored 1 top 5 finish. But this legendary Castrol car has not had the season they were hoping for. And now they're looking to take a spot away from the 24. Side by side here. Casey Nanico started this race in 2nd, but so far he's currently running in 6th. Probably in the 18, still behind a 12. He's not lost touch yet. Nope, he runs to the outside line. Gonna lose maybe a little bit of ground here. As you know, sometimes that happens. 2-second lead. This 4 car is on rails. Well, 12 car can breathe a little bit. Yeah, there's no way they can make up 2 seconds here on their own. Unless the obvious happens. Sang looking for that spot back. Side by side. Still there, still there. Alright, he's got it. '23 car, Aaron Bates. Behind Joe Hill and the 0, 2 rookies right here. Aaron Bates, so far, sitting 14th in points. So, as a rookie, the expectations aren't that high. But Joe Hill has already scored himself a victory, 2nd in points, and looking to battle for the championship. Needs every spot he can get to 29 points deficit with only 3 races to go. Well, it's going to be 2 now in just a few laps. Sitting 7th, Parker Smith in the 04. Last time around, he was 17th. So 10 points right there. So there's the 04 battling with Michael Brown. He's also trying to get as many spots as he can. Make sure he doesn't gain a lot. The 0 car or anybody else for that matter. Coming to 2 to go here. Ryan Butcher in the 4 has dominated this race. He'll be the 3rd driver to do it. Lead all the laps, or sit on the pole, lead all the laps, and win the race. Battle for 3rd back there. Here comes King, trying to get into 3rd place. And he'll get by Cropley easily. Next race will be at... I forget. Gotta look back at the schedule. Alright, white flag is out. 1 more lap to go here. Ryan Butcher in the 4. Over a 2-second lead here. He's gonna cruise to a victory here in New Hampshire. Drivers will probably feel more at home at this track than any of the other Canadian tracks, but here they come. Off turn 4, checkered flag is out. Ryan Butcher in the 4 car easily wins here in New Hampshire. A caution-free race, a first of the season. Alright, let's take a look at the full race results. Laid on the 9 car. Alright. So, Ryan Butcher, the race winner today, was untouched as 4 car. Richie Hiroshi, well, he was able to challenge early on, but after that he faded back. Josh King getting 3rd, Cropley 4th, Orman 5th, Sang 6th, Joe Hill 7th, Aaron Bates 8th, Dylan Ibrahim 9th, and Casey Nanico 10th. All cars finished the race, with Brad Cheston being the only one that finished a lap down. And I guess we can go back to the start of the race, or before the start of the race, to see what happened to the 9 car. So when drivers are coming off pit road, someone got turned up ahead. The 20 and the 92, they got together, they wrecked under the pacing laps. Then during the race, so you saw the 9 and the 27 of Mitchell Hodak. So Hodak got a small piece of it, but Bratchinson got a much bigger piece. Wow, now that's truly unexpected right there. They crashed before the race even started and they went caution free. How funny is that? So that's what happened there with Cheston. So yep, that is it here today at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We'll take you to victory lane.